Hey everybody, I'm Ashley Conrad, and welcome to the Daily Muddy. Well, this week's news of Caterpillar moving out of Chicago is just the latest blow to the national image of Illinois as a possible headquarters for corporations. Just last week, Boeing announced it was moving its corporate headquarters from Chicago to the Washington, D.C. suburbs in Northern Virginia. The aerospace company was located in Seattle for nearly 100 years before moving to Chicago in 2001, and now is off again. When CAT moved from Peoria to Chicago in 2017, it left behind many more jobs in Peoria and Decatur. The corporate white-collar jobs are far fewer in numbers than the factory jobs, but it's the corporate presence that means something. I mean, we still associate Anheuser-Busch, a now Belgium company, with St. Louis, even after InBev bought out the brewery in 2008. InBev cut about 1,500 jobs in St. Louis, but still considers St. Louis their Northern American headquarters. Now, Quincy still has Titan and Knapheide as corporate headquarters, but has lost many others over the years, such as Mormons, Gardner Denver, Quincy Compressor, and Motorola. And even though Illinois still has many, even downstate corporate giants like State Farm and ADM, it's never a good look or feel to see big marquee come down from a city skyline. It seems like Illinois exodus just keeps rolling on. But I guess that's to be expected when almost everywhere else has cheaper living costs, lower taxes, and less stringent regulation. You'd think state leaders would take the hint. Coming up, Bob Gough talks to Troy Culbertson about the progress on improvements at the Illinois Veterans Home. More Daily Muddy to come.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
A great night's sleep starts at Harvey's Furniture. Harvey's is your home for industry-leading handcrafted mattresses from Bemco, Spring Air, and Chatham & Wells. Twin, full, queen, and king, we have a full selection of in-stock mattresses to fit your needs. No waiting, get it today, and as always, free delivery. You deserve a better night's sleep. Harvey's Furniture, our home, your home.
Quincy Warehouse Bargains is your Quincy home improvement store. It's the only store of its kind in the Quincy area. We offer flooring, mattresses, area rugs, dining sets, couches, appliances, and much more. And have more products to come so we can better serve the Quincy and tri-state community. Our staff is ready to help you find what you need to make your house a home. Quincy Warehouse Bargains, 4100 North 24th Street, Quincy.
I know a lot of people here worked very hard to make sure that that facility stayed open. And I know you were involved in many of those discussions because, like you said, you just sort of stepped in the fire when you took the job.
I remember that day clearly.
So, and then I guess it's not an apples to oranges or apples to apples again, you know, because again, Legionnaires was very serious, and it was a physical issue with the facility. It needed to be taken care of. But then COVID came about, and it was a different animal. They probably were just both major dilemmas and problems, just each of their own making, I would imagine. Neither one was worse, or I mean, you know, we unfortunately had lives lost in both of them. So, you know, you kind of look at that and say, okay, this was bad and this was bad. There's no really way to split hairs about it.
Yeah, we're still looking for the brighter days, but I think we're getting there as we get out of COVID. But I say that, and our transmission levels in the Quincy community are still relatively high right now. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, the Legionella actually helped us prepare for the COVID. The staff, you know, through infection control and making sure that policies and procedures were up to date and in order. We were actually, I'll say, a little bit ahead of a lot of other players. With that said, COVID is something that has struck everybody. It struck us. It struck every long-term care facility that we know of across the state and across the nation. So there's no magic pill to keep this away.
No, it's very true, and I know obviously there are a lot of issues with again, you are a state facility, so with the vaccination and people wanted their own choices, but then there were some who wanted mandates, and I know that was a very trying time as well. So, but it's just good that like I said, it looks like the worst is behind us, even though our transmission levels are creeping up again. But it seems like COVID is just going to be something that we're just going to have to learn to live with in some way, shape, or form.
It is. I see masks here to stay, and I can tell you at the veterans homes, we're still testing employees and residents twice a week.
Yeah, well, again, like I said, it's just something, especially because you're talking there about a group of your most susceptible people. So
yeah, we have to do everything we can to protect that population, and that's what we do in everything, sure. Whether it's Legionella or COVID or whatever the next one is going to be.
And again, just when you talk about the state and funding and people, how are the staffing levels out there as far as bringing in employers? Because I know bringing employees, because you, like everybody else, seem to always need people.
We do, and that is that's probably the overriding barrier, or it's probably the largest problem that our community and our region and our state is facing, and that's staffing. I mean, you can't go to any other healthcare agency or organization in this town or region without finding out what their biggest problem is. They'll tell you their big problem is staffing, staffing, and staffing. We're no different. We have those same issues. Fortunately, we do have some resources that we're able to use that have helped protect our veterans and keep us at a staffing level that is higher than most.
And of those positions, I assume, again, you are a healthcare facility, and all of our local healthcare providers have talked about that, whether it's nurses or CNAs or whatever. It's just trying to find, you want to find the best people possible, but then sometimes you're just trying to fill the positions. So it's always a fine line there because, again, you have someone who's going to come in and take care of these people who have meant so much to our nation. And then for them to come in and a new employee to come in, you still want to give top quality care.
This whole COVID issue has changed the culture of staffing and changed healthcare, because every employer wants to be the employer of choice. Everybody wants to provide that impactful, person-driven experience that we can provide in healthcare. But the money that has been thrown at this has changed the culture, and so a lot of the rates of pay have changed, and it's changed the staffing rates region-wide.
Last thing to wrap up on, let's just talk about access, because once upon a time you could just come in the vet's home, you could fish, you could go to the deer park, you could drop in and see people, but then again, with everything that's happened health-wise, what's the Veterans Home's policy these days when in terms of people who just want to come on and enjoy your campus or visit with the veterans?
Yeah, so access is a great one because like I said, we're trying to get some semblance of normalcy back and get through this isolation period and give our residents and our members a quality of life again. Give them dignity. I believe firmly that there's dignity in community involvement for them. So. Community members are obviously welcome to come on campus. Of course, the deer park is there. We have a couple new fawns out there. In the buffalo pen, we recently put a path around the buffalo pen so people can walk it. Access into the buildings now is able to be done. You can come and visit. Now, at the Veterans Home, we do ask for you to submit to a quick NAERS test, a quick sample test, just to ensure that you're not positive. Sure. It takes 15 minutes, and it's very non-invasive. Some of the families, they have the opportunity to say, "Hey, I've already been vaccinated," or I've already been tested. But no, we do allow visitation. We also ask that everybody wears a mask.
Yeah, and again, I just don't think any healthcare provider still has the masks, and again, that's just not too much to ask, especially just because of you are a healthcare facility after all. So, all right, well, that's Troy Culbertson with the Illinois Veterans Home, and Ashley will be back in a minute to wrap up today's Daily Money.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy. Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Tomorrow, we're heading across the street to check out Quincy Brewing Company as they get ready for this weekend's Makers Market. See you next time.